This entire level is rigged with enough high explosives to take out the top 50 stories.
The procedure is to go in hard and fast, take out the ringleaders, evacuate our personnel.
All you gotta do is tell me who hired you to take out the senator.
Okay, so once we take out the guards, Vicky will walk in dressed as Haas, and then we'll just, see what happens.
If you want to be the best, you gotta take out the best.
You will use this to take out the driver.
When I saw you guys take out that whole house and walk out without a scratch, I knew I found my guys.
Your dad and I were picked to take out the enemy.
Ben Gunn has been on this island for 3 years, and most of his time was taken up with finding... Well...
I think I've taken up enough of your time.
I've already taken up too much of your time.
I've taken up too much of your time already.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Sorry to have taken up your time.
I've taken up far too much of your time.
I hadn't realized the hour, but I seem to have taken up a lot of your time.
A lot of Wade's time is taken up with investors, so I'm usually on my own here.
I think we've taken up enough of Mr. Adamson's time.
I'm sorry to have taken up your time.
But you see, I've had to be sort of mummy and daddy to them both, and, well, my time as a writer has been taken up with...
And most of our waking life is taking up thinking to ourselves. You must have that feeling that your thoughts aren't entirely wasted.
I feel like I've taken up too much of your time.
I think I've taken up enough of your time today.
He has taken up a week of your life.
I've already taken up enough of your precious time.
I've taken up enough of your time.
They have taken up space.
Listen, man, taking up too much of your time. Thanks.
Dear Captain, sorry to have taken up your time.
Of your time already, Mr. Weeks.
I beg your pardon. I've taken up too much of your time already.
Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Of your day already?
Oh.
I'm not gonna take up too much of your time.
It won't take up much of your time.
So even though I didn't know how to play, I figured I could be the ninth man and maybe just stand in the outfield somewhere and take up space.
Don't take up my time and then quit.
I won't take up any more of your time.
I have a certain function to perform, and it seems to take up most of my time.
And that will take up my time, and I'll enjoy myself for a while.
I'm not going to take up much of your time.
May I take up a moment of your time?
Military took up a good part of my life.
That really took up most of my time.
You see, the reason I came to see you, the reason I took up your time,
Darling, ever since your mama came into this world, she took up all the space in the room.
Forgive me, madam, for taking up so much of your time.
After Gus gave it to him, he started to turn into an ornery, evil, malicious, selfish... A normal person? Yeah.
In all my days, I never met such an honor. Mulish, stubborn.
Well, men can be a little slow on the uptake.
Jessica. I know you hicks are slow on the uptake, Craig, but you're setting a record.
You know, for someone who's supposed to understand people, you're a little slow on the uptake.
The uptake was slow at first, but bit by bit we persuaded local companies and individuals to support us.
The uptake was slow at first, but bit by bit we persuaded local companies and individuals to support us.
The uptake was slow at first, but bit by bit we persuaded local companies and individuals to support us.
The uptake was slow at first, but bit by bit we persuaded local companies and individuals to support us. The uptake was slow at first, but bit by bit we persuaded local companies and individuals to support us. I'm a bright girl. Good education, quick on the uptake.
Very little uptake there.
The uptake of places for the weekend seminar has been rather disappointing.
The uptake of places for the weekend seminar has been rather disappointing.
The uptake of places for the weekend seminar has been rather disappointing.
The uptake of places for the weekend seminar has been rather disappointing.
Not to take away from your personal charm, she had one on Tony, too.
Don't you let any of that nonsense take away from your day.
That's not to take away from CBs and OBs.
But what she possessed, deep down, was something no one could ever take away from her. Her courage.
But you do have something. Something so powerful that no one can ever take away from you.
I'll probably never see you guys ever again. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this has been one of the most important weekends of my entire life.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that we got our butts kicked by some teenage girls.
I mean, the thing is, as it bounces over and over again, the intensity of the sound diminishes, but that doesn't take away from the fact that sound waves exist forever all around us.
I don't want to take away from your success in there. But Dr. Banks, is this really the right approach?
But let's not take away from the fact that this is going to be fun.
Oh.
I know Allie's hot. It doesn't take away from how hot she is. I'm not mad.
You know, when I got home, I still had to have a box of Egos, but that doesn't take away from Carl's achievement.
We spent a whole day taking down the stage set, but none of that took away from the pleasure we got from organizing it.
We spent a whole day taking down the stage set, but none of that took away from the pleasure we got from organizing it.
We spent a whole day taking down the stage set, but none of that took away from the pleasure we got from organizing it.
We spent a whole day taking down the stage set, but none of that took away from the pleasure we got from organizing it. But none of that took away from the pleasure we got from organizing it.
But none of that took away from the pleasure we got from organizing it.